Hey everybody, how's it going? My name is Joe. Welcome back to SNES's Life. Tonight we're going to be playing NCAA Final Four basketball. It's been a while since I played an actual basketball game, and by that I mean a realistic style basketball game. The last couple I've played is Looney Tunes and Rap Jams, and those were both far more similar to NBA Jam in the fact that it was Rap was 3-on-3, Looney Tunes was shit. Was Looney Tunes also 3-on-3 or 2-on-2? Now I can't remember something. It was 2-on-2. Anyway, this one gets me back into a full 5-player team of basketball. I don't know who these players are on the front. I don't know if I should know. I don't know if any of them became famous. But, yeah. I find it interesting that Get in the Game is on the box. Because, I don't know. All the good... a lot of the good sports games in this era were EA. And, EA Sports. It's in the game. I feel like they were trying to be like, look, this might be EA Sports. Get in the game. Like a little false flag advertising there, but I don't know. Anyway, the cover, it looks fine. Take a flip at the back here. Big ticket to the big dance. Lace your high tops, get ready for serious b-ball action. Practice hot court moves. Use expertise to lead it through the games. Never before seen realism will blow you away. Customize team. Hone your skills. Control 5 players on one team. So this is multi-tap compatible. You could have all 5 people on one team playing against the computer team, which is kind of neat. Over here we get the 4 screenshots that is our average. Far left and then the bottom look like actual court play. This is the full 5-on-5 action here. Interesting, middle right is just a menu, that's garbage. But the top right, apparently the free throw goes into this weird third person over the shoulder view thing. And that looks god awful. Like, it looks like someone drew some shit in, MS Paint. It does not look clean. And I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried for this game at that point. We're just going to take a fast run through the manual here. There is a lot in here. And it kind of worries me. Now, I get, like I said, this is going back to what was, I guess, their attempt at a sim basketball game. So there's a lot more to it than the old NBA Jam. We get in here. Y is the pass. While holding Y, if you move your D-pad around, you'll pick a receiver. You can overhead pass. You can lob pass. You can bounce pass. You can shuffle forward. You can intentionally miss on the free throw. You can intentionally foul. There's a lot in here that I do not anticipate me being able to figure out how to make work correctly. But, whatever. It does give you a good walkthrough and tells you how to do things. But I don't anticipate me being any good at it. Slam dunks are the best reward you can get. To slam dunk your player... When your player is by the free throw line, press and hold the B button, then press the A button, which is your shoot button. You'll see your player grab the rim and slam the ball in, it says. Just like a real basketball game, human-controlled players need to face the ball to receive the pass. So if you're playing multiplayers with your friends and you pass the ball, your friend has to make sure he's looking towards the ball to catch it. Yeah, in free throw mode, grab the ball, make as many free throws as you can. Free to shoot whenever you want, no shot clock counting down. A to shoot. You can practice centering the arrow. Yeah, again, it just seems like they went to a pretty long, they went to length to try and make it adhere to basketball, to be kind of realistic. Here it explains the basic rules of all the different, actual rules of basketball, which is nice. Hints and tips. NCAA rewards you for shooting when you're open. You'll have a greater chance of making it in. That makes sense. Start your dunks and layups early. You'll do best if you start around one step in from the three-point line. Which I find interesting since the thing I read on Slam Dunk said at the free throw line. Now it's saying the three-point line. Play with your defense or you'll just give points to the opposition. Use on-screen help. Yeah. Okay. What up, AB? How's it going? You ready to see some real basketball mediocrity here. What are you up to tonight, sir? Mindscape. I don't think I remember this game. Yeah, well, I'm not sure we want to remember this game. I've heard of Mindscape, never heard of Bitmasters, although I'm sure I've probably played something else by it at some point. 95 NCAA Final Four Seattle, specifically. I don't know why. Got back from the open gym with my son. More ice for knees. Oh, doing all that practice. Game length. Yeah, we'll do 20 minutes. How about them apples? Ain't playing a 40-minute game. Jesus. We're just going to roll on with an exhibition. Got the actual colleges in here anyway. You know what? I'm from Illinois. We'll do the Fighting Illini. Versus I don't know. I'll just close my eyes and go this way till we hit somebody. Right there. Stanford Cardinals. Sounds good to me. Oh, I can change my initials. Okay. Left, right to substitute. A to toggle controller. X to select defenses. Man on man's fine. I note that it appears to have a forced second player here, which is interesting. Okay. So I'm that guy. So that's interesting. It's given me a second player who I do not control, apparently. Huh. What the hell? Foul. Oh, this doesn't bode well, dude. I'm intrigued by the movement, honestly. Like... Foul? Who touched somebody? That looks terrible. Again. So this is me right here. And I guess that player is... I don't understand. Alright, there's got to be some setting that I missed here. Reset and see if we can't figure this shit out. Yeah. What the hell's wrong with the sound? Looks pretty rough. I don't remember. Yeah, there might be a reason we don't remember this. This game may have just been absolute trash. Feels a little trashy, frankly. Exhibition game. Up, down, select team, change team. We want that. Is there no way to turn that second player off? Also, what is that fuzz noise, man? It even said like a little AI above his head, like he's AI. Oh my god. I don't think I can... Alright, first off, the noise is ridiculous. I didn't see anything in the manual about it being a requirement to have a second player. Opposing teams go past gameplay before your team plays in a tournament. Practice lets you practice with 2 players on the court. Change the control pad up and down, length 10, 20, 30, 40. Alright, so it is apparently detecting a second controller, even though I don't have one plugged in. So that's interesting. I don't get that. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is the game right here. It's just trash. Okay. Okay, let's try a different what are we running right now? 2010 SNES. Let's try a 2005 build. Maybe it's just maybe the 2010 build of LR is just not running it. It still thinks there's 2 players. There's not 2 players. Oh, for God's sakes, man. Let's... Maybe if we just turn off the other things, it will be like, nah, you're good now. I don't have a lot of hope in it. There's no second controller. Jesus Christ. Yes, apparently an emulation issue. I don't know that we're going to get past it, actually. Let's swap the core one more time. I only got one other core to try. For some reason, it thinks there's a second controller plugged in. There's definitely not. Hey! It worked that time. Alright. Hey, alright, I've got control now. Yeah, it's a little rough. So, I get kind of what they were doing here. Like, they wanted... It feels like they wanted to do some, like, good animation. Like, they wanted some, like, full-bodied animation. And they got it, but it doesn't look good. Everything feels very... Well, it's all, first off, it's very pixelated. But then it is also, like, super stiff. Nothing but net. For what it matters. Okay, sure. The visuals aren't the worst. Like, the sprites aren't great. That's forgivable, really. It's hard to pull off good sprite work with the 5-on-5. Now, we've seen it done. Hey, 3. God, it sure plays slow. I'll give it that. Charging? Come on now. Yeah, graphics aren't any worse than EA. Those Bulls vs. Lakers and Bulls vs. Players on Genesis were the main games at the time. Those are a lot slower than this. Were they? I am unfamiliar with the games that were on the Genesis, frankly. Reaching. This has always been my biggest problem with sports games, is the foul calling. That is one of the reasons that I have always loved the arcade style, like NBA Jams and everything else, like, because there's no fouls. This thing's just like every other thing, like hockey. When you get into a sim hockey game, icing all the time, and I don't understand hockey, so I don't really know why or how it does what it does. Anyway, the sound isn't awful. It's pretty... I mean, it's all crowd noise. I would much prefer music, which isn't a real shock. Oop. Oh... Like, the court looks okay. The crowd looks pretty shit-tastic. Oh. Oh, shit. I ended up passing it. I don't... I don't think we're going to get any slam dunks in this game, that's for sure. Knocked it out of his hand. Oh, look at it. They slammed it. They got the dunk. I mean, I guess I don't need the dunk. I'll be happy just to like try to get the win. Ha! I like the collision there. That was pretty funny. Boo. Dong. And that's it. Calls a timeout. We'll change out some players. I don't know shit about them or whether they're any better or worse. But why not? What the hell was that dude? Pitched it all the way out, man. What the? Okay. I guess. I should know if those are real names. I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me, I guess, if they were the real names. Wow, look at him. Fucking slams it in. I don't get how to dunk. Again, not that it's super important, but like, I don't know. I feel like slam dunking is like part of the showmanship of basketball. Like, if you're not gonna, then why bother at all? Yeah, let me look it up again. Where was slam dunking here? Slam dunks are the best reward. Slam, get to the free throw line, hold the B button, then press the A button. Okay. Or not. Yeah, the controls don't feel real good. And I think that's because everything feels like it's got a strong animation to it that is too much. So, like, watch. So, like, from where I got the ball, and here, watch when I shoot. Like, it just seems like it takes a while to set the animations up. And I guarantee that they wanted to do that. Like, they want that fluid motion look on the characters, but I think they've gone too far. Like, they've tried to make, like, there's too many frames. They put too many frames in it that aren't necessary. Go get him. Go get him. Somebody stop him. So, another thing is you have to, like, I don't know. It feels, and this may just be my bias for NBA Jam, is NBA Jam always felt like, and they weren't trying to do this 3D kind of bullshit either. Like, look, I'm looking down left, now I'm looking down, now down right, now right. And it's like, you really have to be facing the other player to try to steal the ball from them. And it's kind of a pain in the ass. I don't care for it. No, not at all. Back court. Kind of like offsides, I'm guessing. They keep fouling me when I'm in there. Not that that's a complaint. Yup. Good old realistic basketball. Fouls, fouls, and more fouls. I don't know. Team fouls, 6. I've made 6 fouls. I think they've all been for reaching, too, probably. I think I got 1 for charging earlier. Take a shot. If it'll stick around with it, I guess. Boo. I think we're just gonna somebody stop him, don't let him get in there. Shoot it, half court. It won't let me. It's in the air. Oh, no good. Halftime. I mean, I'm winning. It's a kind of a silly halftime screen there. Yeah. It's not great. Nice. No, I gotta say, I think the only good basketball game I've really played on the Super Nintendo, like legitimate, like supposedly 5-on-5, I think it was like Tecmo NBA basketball. Otherwise, they've all been pretty lackluster. And this one's ending up in the same boat. What the hell was that? Yeah. Somebody stop it. Oh, okay. I'll take it. How's like both my dudes fell down? Oh, now both of their dudes fell down. I don't understand. No, sir. I don't think this is a game worth playing, really. Not that that's any kind of a shock. It doesn't look great. It sounds okay. But it sure doesn't play good. And I'm winning. Like, I shouldn't be... Like, generally speaking, any game where you can win is something that's generally fun to play, but this is not going on the list of great games, that's a fact. Yeah, my expectations weren't high. You're not having any problem scoring. Yeah, like... The scoring doesn't seem to be an issue. The shooting's not hard, per se. I mean, it's got a hell of a delay from the time... Like, you have to hold that A button, and it takes a second for it to be like, oh, yeah, like, you want to shoot the ball. And then your dude's got to, like, kind of line up and, you know, put his hands up real slow and... Then he shoots. And that's... It's not great. It feels off. Like... You know, the timing doesn't feel good. I wouldn't play it again. I wouldn't play it again. I wouldn't recommend it. My guess is this game is dirt cheap. You know what? It's either going to be a dirt cheap game. We're going to look it up at the end here. Or it's going to be really expensive because nobody bought it. Because the reviewers and everyone probably panned the shit out of it. They're probably like, this was a bad game, don't get it. Or maybe it'll be worth money because of the teams of that year. And if these are actual, like, named after the players. I feel like that's depressing, though. Almost like, if you were a famous basketball player, you would want... If you were going to be in the game, you would want the game to be good, right? Like, you wouldn't want a shitty game. I don't know. And it's not like these dudes have any say over it. Damn, son. Go, go. What's this? Has a much more fluid feeling than real basketball than John's games. Yeah, like again, I think the animation, they like made a real effort to make it look very full motion, you know? But you don't need that. And I think that's probably, I think they could have skipped on the full motion, like cut a couple of frames out, and probably had significantly better gameplay. These plays when you get out and one, it looks good. Yeah, I won't argue with you. Doesn't make it worth playing. Check out Bulls vs. Lakers on YouTube, you'll see. I think I played the Bulls vs. Lakers for the Super Nintendo, and I'm fairly certain I gave it a thumbs down. I mean, I give most sports games a thumbs down. Like, they just weren't that good back then. You know, the only sports games that I would really like to play that I can't because they weren't on the Super Nintendo, I would like to play Mutant League Hockey and Mutant League Football. I think those would be good games to play, and I don't get that opportunity. And I don't think they had anything like that on the Super Nintendo either. I think the closest you get is like NFL, or not NFL Blitz. Shit, Super High Impact. That was the best. That was the football game that I really liked. And I liked that because it felt like NFL Blitz. You know, it felt like what was eventually going to be NFL Blitz. And then I think I've liked most of the basketball games that were similar to NBA Jam. Not all. Like, Street Hoops was shit. But Rap Jam was okay. The Looney Tunes one was okay. Have you done Bill Lambier's? Oh, Jesus, that was one of the early games. Yeah, we did Bill Lambier's. That game was absolute dog shit. No doubt. Also not good. You could say that, yeah. Yeah, Bill Lambier's, that shit didn't even look like basketball. And I get that it wasn't supposed to be like modern day basketball, right? Like, it was supposed to be futuristic combat basketball, but like, that game looked absolutely abysmal. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do do. It feels very much like if you miss the long shot, and as long as you get the rebound, it feels like you're never going to miss the rebound. I'm sure that's not necessarily true. But it sure feels like I don't think I've missed one that I've caught the rebound off of. Boom, nothing but net. No boom shakalaka. Boom missilaka. I do like watching them run into each other and then they fall down, though. That's entertaining to me. God. Now they're just fouling the shit out of me. That's fine. We're just going to run the shot clock out. How's that sound? Whoop, going across. Going around. Well, or they'll just foul me again. Good Lord. Stop fouling me. The little free throw mini game here is interesting. I don't care for it, though. Like, I get the idea. Like, they want you to feel like it's got a little more to do with skill than just the regular shooting. But, I don't know. And some players, the arrow seems to move faster than other players, and maybe that's got something to do. Like, maybe if these are statted out in the background, because there's nothing to show you stats. You know, maybe some guys are better at free throws, and so it stats out. I don't. Free throw game has been done a lot of other ways over the years. Yeah, I think it's the first time I've seen the arrow thing, at least that I can remember. So... Somebody get the ball. $30 seconds left. Dreamcast OG NBA 2K was really good. The bumpers had progressive sensors. You had to pull them in the right amount on both sides to line up. Interesting. I do not have a single basketball game for my Dreamcast. Maybe I'll have to look that one up. What was it? NBA 2K? And in fact, I think the only sports games I have for my Dreamcast is NFL Blitz. Otherwise, I got a lot of, old arcade stuff. And weird other shit that they did. This is my guys running around because we won, like, throwing their hand up, I guess. Interesting. Final score. Leading scores. Shot percentage. Rebounds. Okay. So you get a nice stat layout at the end, which is always nice. And that's it, though. First few 2K games had multi-seasons, which I liked a lot. My cousin lived with us, and we'd each have a team. Right on. All right. Let's look up what this game goes for. Again, my guess is it's either cheap because it's trash or it's expensive because it's trash. Take your guess. I am going to guess $6.99. That's my guess. $6.99 US dollars. $2. $2 feels more right, but I said $6.99. Loose price via price charting $8.05. That seems appropriate. Actually, that seems high. This is a definite thumbs down. I would not recommend playing this. I just, yeah, not a great game. Not a great game at all, and really not worth playing. Oh, yeah, that's just, it's not any good. Like, I've played so many games that are so much better. Maybe it was something for 5-on-5, but I would far rather play any of the NBA Jam clones than this. It's just too, I don't know, too slow, too nitpicky. Unshockingly, no music. I don't, give me some music for God's sakes. And the visuals aren't atrocious. I've seen worse, but they're certainly not good. Is what it is. Let's see. I got one game left in this set of 5. That is Mega Man X2. So that'll be Saturday or Sunday, assuming I don't have something going on that I've forgotten about Saturday night. And yeah, that's it. AB Kellen, thanks for coming in tonight, buddy. I appreciate you coming in here this evening. If we watch this on VOD or YouTube, thank you guys too. Appreciate you. Be Mega Man X2 next time. That's it. Have a good night.